gonna check out the second floor, have a look around, and... Wait, what? Okay.
How much is this? $7.90, I wanna get it.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Live Travel Asia, where we show you what it's like living and traveling in Asia. So, right now it is 10:20. Our plans for getting up at 8:30 shot. We're so tired. We couldn't get up. We did too much yesterday. Today, we have a lot planned. It's gonna be 2 separate vlogs for sure. The first part of the vlog, which will be this vlog, will be us shopping and going around electronics stores. We're gonna be checking out the camera street and then the electronics area. But first of all, we'll have to have breakfast. The hotel provided us some coupons for different breakfast locations. This is a toast location. We walked left from the hotel and made a left, and here it is.
Corn.
Okay.
And a small bulk ice.
Okay.
So the hotel gave us 55 Taiwan dollar coupons each. So we had 2 of them, and we decided to get the specialty, which is the mid-autumn roast pork egg pancake and the spicy sauce roast pork egg and cheese toast, as well as black tea for Mayu and a winter melon milk tea for me. And then we ended up just paying another 35 Taiwanese dollars. It's a little over $1 more to get that whole meal. So that's pretty affordable here. So this is definitely a breakfast location because they got this out to us even before I could stop talking from the last set in less than a minute. So we're gonna go ahead and try the Chinese pancakes first, which is what Mayu ordered. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen our vlogs yet already, this is her nod of approval. This means it's good. They got pork in there, it looks like. Some kind of sauce, and this looks like Korean style pancakes. Oh, this is so good. Are these scallions, babe?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how to describe it. It's like they're pancakes, but they're chewier. It's got meat in it. It's got scallions. The sauce is like a teriyaki kind of sauce. It's very sort of sweet, but it's really good. It's a taste that Mayu said she expected, but I've had nothing like this before. I'm gonna go ahead and try this winter melon milk tea. I have no idea what winter melon even is. It's good. It's quite authentic. It's a bit on the sweet side, but it's perfect because it combinates well with that. Now, even in Korea, like these toast breakfasts are very popular, but I've had nothing like this ever. So they got cheese, that's pork, right? And eggs. It's really good. They got some kind of spicy sauce in it. It's a very authentic flavor that I've never really had anywhere else. Alright guys, we don't have too much time to dilly-daddle over there. That place is called Empty Toast, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and link to my Google Maps locations for all the places I visit. I'll put that, I'll put the fish noodle place from yesterday on there, as well as the park we visited. Go ahead and check that out if you want to follow along. So the toast place is over there, less than a 30-second walk. Mayu's chilling with her umbrella because she knows this is gonna be a long thing over there by the camera streets. It's 11 o'clock. They said that Camera Street opens at 9, but I wouldn't come here this early because half the stores are closed still. Alright guys, we are actually at the end of Camera Street here at Pepper Cake. So these pepper cakes are not cheap. They're 95 Taiwanese dollars, but they are, it looks famous, as you can see from the numerous television shows that featured it. What do you think about them, babe? Okay, because Mayu's nod of approval. Oh, I can already smell it. Oh, it's very flavorful. Oh. Basically what this is the familiar taste of Taiwanese pork and the spices that I've been having throughout this trip, but inside of a very crispy, delicious, toasted bun. I can't really describe. It's like a rye bread kind of bun. It's super crunchy and toasty on the outside, but because of the juices from inside the meat, it's making the inside of the toast very soft and chewy. It's got the scallions. I love scallions. This is a Korean thing. Must be. Must be a Taiwanese thing too, so that's why I'm liking Taiwanese food. Okay, so we curved off to the main road. We see this iconic gate. Outside, it's pretty retro looking, but inside it's a pretty modern post office with cool souvenirs if you're into collecting stamps and stuff. We are into figurines, so we particularly were looking at that. $15 for the pair. Cute Taiwanese post office man and woman.
Someone out.
The air is coming through here, circulating China.
Yeah, maybe you could remove your head. Oh my god.
So we just exited exit number 1 at Zhongxiao Xinsheng station. I don't know if I said that correctly, but
You just let it slide forward.
I don't know. This is like the major electronics area of Taipei. I'm gonna go and check out the Guanghua Digital Plaza, which is like the main one. But we'll also be stopping by smaller shops here and there. So I just checked out my first secondhand camera store out here. I wouldn't say that the prices are any good. But one thing I do notice here that Mai was pointing out that's really fascinating to us is we're noticing just how organized these scooters are parked. It's fascinating to us because we're from Thailand and it's less organized. Like the handles are all turned the same way and they're like single filed. I think I've come to another used lens shop. Hopefully I have better luck over here. Mayu is gonna be getting some dessert. So I checked out that camera store. They didn't even have the lens I'm looking for, even though it had a plethora of lenses. And it's actually a common one. I'm looking for the Pentax 1.4 50mm. Now this is part 2 of our ongoing bubble milk tea. We decided to get milk with brown sugar. It's at Chow Time. It looks like another franchise. It's good. It's good. I mean, overall, I'm getting like a very similar taste with the bubble milk teas out here. I'm basically gonna say it's either good or exceptional. If it's exceptional, I'll explain. If it's just good, it's just good. Oh my gosh, these are crane games that I would actually be willing to play because the rewards are pretty good. We actually just got that figurine in our other video and we're actually trying to get these, but we couldn't find them. Oh my god. It doesn't want to move. It's hot. Mayu's noticed this sign in Chinese. Apparently it's a figurine place. She wants to check it out. Alright, so found this gem of a figurine gunpla place and it's pretty nice. The one that we thought was really cool is this. We couldn't find this one back in Thailand. Price is alright, 450 Taiwanese dollars. I think that's about $18. Mayu wants this Goemon guy though. This samurai guy. I don't know this one. Mayu knows more anime than I do. So we are to the right of Guanghua Digital Plaza. This is Xinsheng, another popular electronics store. I have been told that the prices aren't as good here, but things are better set up. So off the bat, I can tell you that there's something for you Marvel fans. They have an exhibit. This might change maybe every couple months, but at least you'll get an idea that, yeah, they definitely have a nice setup here. That is the size of real Ant-Man over there, as Mayu points out. Pretty badass, that red room over there. Red is not good for you. Who cares? Gamers don't care. It's a physical sport. We know it's gonna be bad for our eyes. We're just gonna check out the second floor, have a look around, and... Wait, what? Okay.
How much is this? $7.90. I want to get it.
Sticky Monster!
What? I want to get this.
Mayu is so into these. She's been trying to find them, but they don't have that many in Thailand.
They don't have any at all.
They don't have any at all. Oh, the Star Wars one.
It's super stronger than your thing. Because it's metal. See?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah?
It is.
Can you tell?
Yeah, you can tell. It's better than the cheap one we got.
There's a 2 here. It's like, what the fuck? They have this version.
Oh, look at it.
Flamingo version.
I live streamed with this once to our Patreons. and they thought it was some kind of sex toy. But oh, this one vibrates. If you this is unexpected. There's no buttons. You press it and it vibrates. Oh my gosh. Oh, you hear that popping noise? There's no button, baby. You just press it.
It's very strong. It's good.
Yeah, you like it strong. That's what she said.
This is about this exactly same size as I have.
This looks like an open casket, like live viewing for Sticky Monsters, babe. Okay, so Maya decided to get this Taiwan version Sticky Monster Lab with the bubble tea and the smoothie guy that she wasn't able to buy at the Toy Expo in Thailand. She's happy now. They're not particularly cheaper out here, but I don't think these ever go on sale. Maya's just happy to have them. Okay guys, so this is the photography drone area. Actually, it's not a bad idea to come here. This way I can sort of get a sense of what the prices are here in Taiwan for these different items. Yeah, already I can tell like Rode mics are actually a little bit more expensive than the States. These Benro tripods and stuff, they don't seem like they're a bad price, but I'm trying to get some Sirui ones, but I haven't found any Sirui tripods out here yet. So I asked them the price for like a Mavic Air, and they wanted 33,600 Taiwan dollars. That comes out to be like $1,100, which I know is way overpriced. So I'm already not having high hopes for getting good deals on like Chinese-made products. I probably have to go to like Xinsheng or Guanghua to actually get a better price than what I can in Thailand. Another thing I wanted to point out is that the thing that I don't like about the shopping culture here is that even in these large stores, they don't always print the prices onto the products. So I don't know, that always has me suspect. Like they have two prices, one for foreigners and one for locals, or that you have to haggle, which is a pain because that's why I'm going to these high-end retailers, so I don't have to do that. I mean, I can't really say because I haven't had that much of a shopping experience here, but the general idea that I get here is that the prices aren't all that great. Alright, we are finally at the famous Guanghua Digital Plaza. Bottom floor is a food court and a bubble milk tea place. This place is called Come By. It's been since 2002, so one of the newer ones. But this will be part 3 of our constant bubble milk tea review of Taiwan. We're laughing because as soon as we got it, they're just like so in a hurry. They're like, thank you, bye-bye. This is so different than Thailand. Like people are actually hurrying, trying to service people, so it's like a new concept.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Gosh, please train them to say thank you. Come again. How is it?
My favorite is rich. Mystery.
Huh.
I have flavor. Potato flavor.
Okay, I have tasted my first exceptional bubble milk tea of Taiwan. The reason why I would say this is exceptional is that
there are 3 different bubbles.
Yeah, it looks like they have 3 different bubbles. I'm tasting like a potato flavor in there, like a sweet potato flavor.
Sweet potato and Nutella.
It's like a burst of flavors in your mouth. So, oh, no, let me try that again. They're like different sizes, different consistencies. This is the first irreplaceable, fresh, steeped tea that we have tried here in Taiwan. I would recommend you try this over the other options that we have tried so far. Okay, so we are at the 2nd floor. There are stores here, computer parts, a lot of MSI everywhere, and I see 2 Nintendo Switch shops, which tells me Nintendo Switch is quite popular out here in Taiwan. I haven't seen too many PlayStation 4 stores, which is what's predominantly what Thai's game is. Okay, so we found the first PlayStation store here. Okay, so I checked out the prices. I'd say they're pretty similar to Thailand. Actually, Thailand, it's cheaper to get PlayStation games there, although the systems are a bit more expensive. So what I do see that's interesting out here is the Super Famicom Classics. It's a little different than the ones that you guys get in the States because it's like the Japanese style. I think I much like this style better. It's coming out to be about $84, which is cheaper than the States too, and you can get it right here at the stores. And that's without taxes too, so it comes out to be almost $15–20 cheaper than the States, I think. SJ Cam Store. This is like the GoPro alternative everyone's using lately. Okay, these are the two models that I would be interested in. This one does 4K at 24 FPS and it has 1080 at 60 FPS. This one can do 60 FPS at 4K. Obviously it's going to be a little bit more. Has a front LCD as well as a back. And how much is it?
This one is 7,100.
I think we're just gonna have to sort of wrap up here though, because it's mainly computer equipment. And I can't even really comment on the prices of motherboards and stuff like that because I haven't been making computers for a while. But I do know when I was making computers, I would always use Asus motherboards back then. But I know all those companies were from Taiwan. So I'm sure they're cheap out here, but I just can't comment on how cheap they are.
ENG, yes.
We completely detoured off the path while we were trying to talk to that lady and trying to tell her where we really wanted to go. And then it just ended up that we were by Xinsheng station, so we're like, just drop us off here. It's a lost cause. So in the future, I recommend you only take a taxi if you are gonna go to major landmarks only. Saying even Camera Street, they won't know, so that was not that great of an experience. We just ended up paying like 5 times more than what we would have if we just took the subway station and ended up in a place that we really didn't want it, but we'll just try to make the best out of it. So where we are, however, is by exit 4 in the Xinsheng station. It's called Vigor Kobo. This is where we got the coupons for the pineapple cakes. These are different samples here you can try. And these are the 2 pineapple cakes they gave us. Do you like it? Yeah? So yeah, if you guys have no idea what we're talking about, it's because we covered this in our initial logistics vlog when we got to the airport and trying to get the MRT cards. They gave us like coupons for free pineapple cake. It actually has more than pineapple cake. It has a whole sample of different cakes in there. So that's
candy.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's like candy and pineapple cake, it looks like. Thanks again guys for checking out the video. Hope you found this video informative. And I know this was more of a logistics type of vlog. I swear to God, this is like the last logistics type of vlog that I have for the Taiwan series. From this point on, we're just gonna be enjoying ourselves and be vlogging. I just had to sort of put this video in there though because there's a lot of misconception that Taiwan is a great place to shop for electronics, and I really truly don't believe that that's true. Maybe it is for some people, but coming from America and Thailand, it certainly wasn't for me. Whatever the case, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'll see you guys next week for more vlogs about living and traveling in Asia. I just gotta give you guys full disclosure here. This particular segment of my monologues is one of my worst. I think I repeat myself quite often, and I really go into a lot of detail about prices, comparing it to Japanese and Chinese products, etc. because I'm really anal about these things. So for your average person, please click off right now. This is one of my more in-depth, anal retentive monologues. I just want to fully let you guys know that that's what's gonna happen here. Alright guys. I am at Camera Street again. It is 2:30 p.m. so all the stores are open now. Just as I say that, I see one that's not open. But most of them are open. It's on the way to Taipei main station so that we can get to Jufen. I really don't see too many deals out here, and the product selection, aside from like your major brands that you'll see everywhere anyways, I don't really see too many knickknacks. So I pretty much wrapped up shopping here. I'm gonna go ahead and just summarize my overall shopping experience now. For those of you who just want to get to the point, I'll just summarize it for you. If you're coming from the States, I recommend that you stick with Amazon. You're gonna get the best prices there. I wouldn't come all the way out to Taiwan to do any kind of electronic shopping. Now, I'm gonna warn you right now, it's gonna be a very long, anal, retentive, detailed explanation of my shopping experience from now on, which probably won't apply to a lot of you, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it for those of you who are anal and very price conscious like I am. As far as particular brands, I'm gonna say that with the Japanese brands, such as like Audio-Technica, you know, Sony cameras, etc., etc., I don't think you're gonna find particularly better prices here. Most of them sort of end up being listed higher than what you would find on Amazon at regular prices. With the fact that Amazon, you have to pay sales tax, and in certain states like California, you're paying 8%. And the fact here that you get VAT refunds a lot of the times, I think that it's gonna end up being maybe about the same, give or take here and there. But on the safe side, it's more straightforward and a much more enjoyable shopping experience for you to just go on Amazon and do it, because it's hassle-free. You got a better return policy, etc. I wouldn't buy Japanese products out here. I think it's going to be better if you go on Amazon. As far as other foreign products other than Japanese or Chinese, I would say that it is definitely better to shop on Amazon. I was particularly looking for video mics, like a micro mic for me mounting on my camera to vlog with, because I have an external one right here. But the issue with this is that I have to sync it, and I can only really practically use these for these long monologues or just one-off situations. If I wanted to just vlog on a daily basis and just do small shots here and there, then I want something that is on board so I don't have to sync it post, but still not have to deal with the wind noises. Like right now there's wind, and the issue with this is it's a stereo lavalier mic, so it's hard to find like a wind muff for it. So I wanted to just simply get like an onboard shotgun mic. Now, the only brands that I've really seen out here being sold for that is Rode, which is a very popular brand. And I must have checked with like 10, 20 stores. I would say the prices are around $80 for that Rode Video Micro. And on Amazon, you're going to be able to find it for about $60. So it is going to be significantly more expensive for you to try to get foreign brands out here that are not Japanese or Chinese. Now, with the Chinese products, I still think what's funny to me is first of all, the selection of Chinese products. I feel like it's less out here than even Thailand, and this is just selection. I'm trying to find Chinese products. I saw only a couple places even selling DJI, which is like a huge brand, right? And this is where, you know, my ignorance and my misconception about Taiwan come in. You know, all the politics going on and China always claiming that Taiwan is, you know, one China, blah, blah, blah. I thought they have a pretty, you know, chummy, friendly relationship as far as trade goes, right? It's right next to each other. You know, I thought the import taxes and the tariffs wouldn't be as much here, and that they'd be importing a lot of Chinese products. But I think I'm completely wrong on that factor. If you guys have any questions in regards to my shopping experience, any detailed experiences, you can go ahead and comment below. But I mean, for most of my viewers, all you need to know is that, like I said in the beginning, if you're gonna shop electronics, shop in the States. I think there is no other country in the world that doesn't charge as much taxes or impose any kind of tariffs on Chinese products like America. So I think you're gonna find the best prices there for Chinese products. I don't know if like this whole thing with Donald Trump putting on tariffs for Chinese products is gonna affect that in the future. But even if you're not gonna buy it in the States, I would say that Thailand, the prices and the selection, it's greater, and the prices are lower than Taiwan here. So if you had to choose, I would do my audio, video, electronics shopping in Thailand. And as far as computer products, I will say that in a lot of the places I go to, I kept seeing Asus and MSI stores. And that's because Asus and MSI are Taiwanese companies, if I'm not mistaken, and they haven't done any mergers or whatever ever since my computer making days. I believe maybe those you can find decent prices or at least comparable prices to the States. But just briefly looking at like the pre-assembled laptop prices and stuff, I didn't see like particularly good deals. It's definitely not going to be as good as like Black Friday deals on those products. I think it would still be better for you to just buy it in the States, just to make sure you get that warranty and the better service. Pretty much after this experience, I think I'm gonna just focus on just experiencing Taiwan for its nature and delicious foods that we've been coming across. As far as the shopping, I would say the best shopping that we did was at the outlet that Mayu recommended, which was unexpected. But even that, I really wouldn't recommend if you're coming out here from the States and you only have a limited amount of time to go to, because I would say the prices aren't particularly that much better than in America. The only reason that we were shopping there is because, you know, we're based out of Thailand, so American products are pretty expensive because they have huge luxury taxes on them. So when we found prices similar to what we would buy it at the States, that's when we decided, you know, to pick up some things that we wanted, such as a Japanese jersey. And that's all we got. That was all we got. Yeah, I'm gonna just pretty much wrap it up here because we're gonna now start our next vlog, which is getting to Jufen and showing you guys that area. I'm really super excited about Taiwan. I hope like this little in-depth talk about shopping here for electronics doesn't impact in any way your opinion as far as if you should come out here or not. That doesn't impact it at all, because most people are going to be coming out here for the food and sightseeing. But if any of you guys are like me and always constantly traveling, can't get to the States, or you're in Asia and you're like my Thai viewers, etc., just be aware, don't believe the hype as far as Camera Street is concerned, or even the Guanghua electronics area. I don't think the prices are particularly that much better, especially if you're from Thailand and you know like the stores that offer discounts and you see promotions, they're going to be much cheaper there. I mean, a lot of the products such as like Western Digital and Seagate, they are not Thai companies, but they manufacture a lot of that in Thailand, and that's why I think I'm able to find like hard drives and things like that sometimes even cheaper in Thailand than in America. So I guess this sort of has me appreciate living in Thailand for those kinds of reasons. I mean, being based out of there for a digital nomad or vloggers, this is one of the reasons. Like, the shopping is good, you have good internet connection. As far as traveling though, I'm still very excited again to be out here. One other thing I want to say though is an aspect of shopping here that I wasn't able to truly explore was online shopping. And just a brief research shows us that Taiwanese people shop on Taobao, I think. So that's pretty much like the Amazon out here that's based out of China. And we're looking at some of the prices there, such as like the Boya lavalier mic I was talking about, which is like only like $20 in the States. And I saw it listed for like $23. So even at $20 and you're paying like the 8% tax or whatnot, it doesn't seem like it's much cheaper in China either. So I'm like so surprised. I don't know how much taxes they charge for Chinese products, but it seems like there's absolutely like no taxes being charged, or the Chinese are like discounting and taking in less of a margin when they sell it to the States or whatever. So that's why I think Amazon in America is probably the best solution for you if you're gonna go ahead and buy Chinese products. Even Japanese products are cheaper there. Sometimes I can find Japanese products comparably priced or slightly cheaper with sales in Thailand as well. but yeah, it's definitely not going to match American prices, especially if their stores tend to have sales and clearances quite frequently, which is something that you don't really see in Asia in general. So that's another reason I would stick to shopping in the States. Whatever the case, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, found it informative. This last part is just an anal coverage of this electronic shopping experience by me, just for those of you who are interested, because I myself made it for people like me, because I was searching all these vlogs about Camera Street, shopping out here, and all I've heard is that, oh, you're gonna get pretty decent prices. They didn't really go into too much of a detail and compare it to prices as detailed as I did, or as I wanted to know. That's why I had to find out myself by hitting up all these spots and stores. So that's why I'm making this, for people like me who are looking for this information. Lastly, I also want to say I was pretty thorough, I think, going through these two areas, because one experience I had was I'm at this Camera Street, and I finally found one place that had vintage lenses. And as far as vintage lenses are gonna go, I'm gonna say that it's definitely not a good place to shop as far as Taiwan is, because they're charging almost twice as much as I saw vintage lenses being charged at even Thailand. And Thailand generally charges a little less than Japanese prices, but the condition of the vintage lenses are significantly poorer than what you would find in Japan. So I wanted, I guess I was wishfully thinking that out here maybe I could find it at a cheaper price, because a lot of people are into cameras and stuff and they have vintage lenses. But first of all, the selection is low. I was just trying to find a very basic manual lens, like a Pentax SMC 50mm 1.4. It's a very common vintage lens, but I couldn't even find it in half the stores. And the stores that I did find them at, they're charging almost twice as much as Thailand. And I know I've been to all of them now, because at the camera store here in Camera Street, one of the guys was kind enough to say where I could get vintage lenses. And when he pointed them out to me, I realized those were the two camera lens stores that I covered in this vlog. So he said those are the best chances of getting vintage lenses. So if you're looking for vintage lenses, as far as my research goes, I think your best shot is to go to Japan if you want good condition vintage lenses at a reasonable price. And one place I haven't checked out, but it seems good, is Hong Kong. And I would even say Thailand is all right, because I went around and I found some decent ones at not too exorbitant prices, but I guess I just sort of have a Helios 50mm lens that I could just deal with right now. So I wanted one in a very good condition, which I'm not going to be able to get in this particular trip. Oh, hold on, let me check. Okay, great, it's still recording. So whatever the case, I hope you guys subscribe if you found this vlog helpful and this is your first time. And if you like the vlog, please comment below. And thank you so much for watching it up to this point. If you have, you must be an anal person like me. And I hope you found the information informative. If you have any more detailed questions that I couldn't cover because I'm sort of in a hurry and Mayu is waiting for me, she wants to move on, so I gotta move on. I know I actually have more information I want to give to you, but I think this is pretty much enough for even 80% of the very anal people. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. And starting from now on, it's gonna be more of our touristy travel vlogs for my regular general audience. So I hope you guys check back next week for that and enjoy all the great things about Taiwan. I'm always gonna try to give you guys an honest opinion about my experiences out here so far, just generally with the Taiwanese people, the culture here, just how polite they are. It's just been shocking. It's definitely not anything. It exceeded my expectations. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a great time when I'm just focusing on enjoying and I'm not shopping and trying to get all these tasks and chores done before the start of my trip. So I'll definitely see you guys next week for more vlogs about living and traveling in Asia.